This wide receiver room, oh my word, it's
stupid. It's silly. What Brian Hartline's done is unbelievable. Just in recruiting and development and everything. I mean, I said it on my show, and I believe it to my core. And Pitt fans are just outraged at me. But the kid that won the Biletnikoff, Jordan Addison, he would not start at Ohio State. He wouldn't have. He wouldn't have started in front of Chris Olave, Garrett Wilson, Jackson Smith, and Jigba. And you thought there might be not a drop off, but just maybe some immaturity by Marvin Harrison Jr., by Emeka Egbuka, when Chris Olave and Garrett don't play in the Rose Bowl, and there was nothing. I mean, those kids you talk about giving people something to talk about this offseason. It's going to be unbelievable. And he's just stockpiling the room. And with the transfer portal age, that's almost an impossible thing to do, but he's doing it. So he's showing you that where there's a will, there's a way, I guess.
People jump to conclusions. You probably get at least, if not more, Ohio State fan feedback than I do, because I speak to all fan bases. And so I got a mixed crowd here. But after Minnesota and after Oregon, there were those Ohio State fans that, CJ Stroud, this guy's not good enough. Get rid of him, bench him. And I was in the I don't know mode. I was in the I got to see more. I got to see. Are you kidding me? He's never thrown a pass at this level before. He's on Fox, a national game on a Thursday night against a pretty good Minnesota defense. Then he's got to step in against Oregon. He didn't get the Akron game, the FAU game to break in. So what kind of development did you see from him throughout the season?
Well, I think, I was one of those. I wouldn't say I was a naysayer. People are, especially fans, are extremists. If a kid isn't playing, as the best in the country at Ohio State at the quarterback position, they just think he's awful and needs to be benched, which is just absurd. The kid, he played well. He just didn't play up to standard. And I think both can be true, right? It can be that he's not awful. He doesn't need benched. He's just not playing as well as maybe he should. And then what happened was he took a week off plus a bye week and got healthy and developed a little bit and came out, absolutely scorching earth. He was the best quarterback in college football. He's better pure quarterback than Bryce Young. He was throwing the football. There was no comparison. But now Bryce Young was a better player. He made things happen. He scrambled around, he ran around, and he made some decent throws. But I think CJ he showed development and growth, and now he's going to have the most critical offseason that a player has had when it comes to mentality, willingness to run, toughness, those things that he didn't necessarily show this year. If he can add those to his repertoire, you're looking at a Heisman Trophy winner.
Yeah, that ball that he threw to Jackson Smith-Njigba to the right corner from he's on the left hash, it's like, is that Aaron Rodgers out there?
Right. And I'm going to tell you what, the more impressive throw, to me at least, was to Emeka Egbuka on the left sideline, because as a receiver coach, that's how I see everything, through that lens. And Emeka Egbuka, young kid, doesn't have game experience. He runs a go route, and he left CJ Stroud 6 inches to drop the ball because he's so close to the sideline, which you can't do as a receiver. But apparently with CJ Stroud, you can, because he had a 6-inch box 40 yards downfield, and he dropped the football in there. And I literally was like, whoa, that's one of the best throws I've ever seen. So the kid's so talented with his arm. And when he figures all the rest out with an offseason with Mickey Marotti, the leadership, the presence, even in interviews, complaining about his shoulder, and that stuff's got to go away. You need a grown man, a warrior leader at quarterback. And if he becomes that this offseason, he's going to take college football over.